You know, chili has been around for a long time, and nothing I like better on the chuck wagon on a cold day than a good old bowl of chili. Now, old Cookie, he'd been making it long before I ever come along, and he'd make it for them cowboys. Could have been out of venison, could have been out of elk, maybe some jackrabbit, even rattlesnake. But today, we're making 3 different kinds of chili. Now, one is an old traditional cocoa powder chili used so many times by Mexican cooks many years ago, and the other one is a dark beer chili. But then we're traveling all the way to Cincinnati, but we're gonna go in a hurry and come back because we're making a Cincinnati chili with a little change. 3 beans, but it's got some great spices in it. So we're putting all these to the test to see which one is the best. But today we're going to start off with that old traditional Mexican chili from way down the trail many years ago. Got a little cocoa powder in it. Well, pound of ground beef 80-20 is in there. A little seasoning of our original. If you ain't got that, use some salt, pepper, garlic powder. I was going to set that right there, but I don't think it lasts long there. 1 white onion. And we'll just keep stirring this around here and letting it cook till that onion softens a little. Then we're going to add some garlic. Now I guarantee you, going down the trail so many years ago, old Cookie would have just had this over an open fire in a big old cast iron pot probably, and it would probably have been wild game. There wasn't hamburger patties or anything like that. It was all just chunk meat, which I think really, if you cook it right and you get it good and tender, it is a really good way to have a bowl of chili. And speaking of that, if you'll go back and check out our video that we filmed in the snow last year, Chili, Colorado, it has a chunked up chuck roast in there. Some of the best chili I ever made in my life. But it is time to add some garlic. You always put garlic in right there sort of to the last because you don't want it to burn. We'll let that just get a little flavor incorporated in there. Then I'll meet y'all back over to Chuck Box. There's a big argument all over the world, but mostly just in Texas, okay? Why do you put beans in your chili? Well, I'm figuring if old Cookie had a pot of them old pinto beans going and he just had 1 little dab of jackrabbit or 1 little dab of rattlesnake, he gonna make it go further because he gonna throw them in there. That's why I'm doing it. I always like to make something appear larger than what it is, and this is gonna be a better meal for it. So first, regular old canned pinto beans. To that next, we're gonna add the tomato sauce. Tomato paste, forgive me. Now, the reason we're putting the beans and this in here first is so we can mix this tomato paste really good. So into that, a little brown sugar, little sweetness. Here comes the cocoa powder. Now, to me, it's going to give it, I'd say, not a sweet taste, not a bitter taste, but a mellow taste that's really rich. And something that helps kick that off is what? Ancho chili powder, because it also brings out a chocolate flavor, but you're going to get some smoke there with it too. So we're going to sprinkle some in there if it'll come out of there. Cumin, just a tad. And when you buy oregano, I really like to buy this brand. They ain't paying me to say it or nothing. Fiesta dried Mexican oregano. You're going to get more flavor out of it, I think. Now don't just pull them out of here and just drop them in there. Give them a good crumbling as you put them in there, and it's usually, to me, just 2 little pinches. There's a lot of great flavor in there. To that, we're going to add some of our chili seasoning. And I always make chili like this, but then I taste it when we get to going to see if I need to add any more. That is thick, and that's the way we want it, so we're going to thin it with a little water. If you want to use beef broth, you can. If you're in the house, turn that burner on about medium heat. Set her on there, add your meat to it, let it come to a boil. Let it boil 4 or 5 minutes, and then turn that down to a simmer. Put you a lid on it, stir it periodically. I'm going to let it cook about 45 minutes, and you want to make sure that you don't lose any of that liquid, so you may have to add some back to it. But the longer it simmers, the better flavor it's going to have. Everything incorporates the best. same base as before. Ground beef, onion, little seasoning. Just let it get good and browned over there. And while that is sitting there just resting a little bit, we're going to start out this beer chili with some rotel. A lot of people say, I don't know, I've never seen rotel. You're scaring me. What is it? Is it like roadkill? Close, but not hardly. Diced tomatoes with green chilies.
Rotel is just the brand
name.
Brand.
Yeah, that's what we've always called it, is pick up a can of rotel. So get you one of them, dump her in there, but that is drained. Next, kidney beans. The reason I like to do kidney beans is, to me, they taste sort of like a pinto bean, but they have a little more of a nutty flavor to them when I eat them. So I like them undrained, goes right in the pot, it does. Cumin, give it a pretty good shake. After that, smoked paprika. Now, you could use just regular paprika.
How'd you say that?
Paprika.
What, does it taste better with the rolled R?
Yes, it says it right here. I think it's got 6 R's in it. Paprika. To me, this is one of the greatest spices there is, and I really do love a smoked paprika. It gives a lot of flavor. Ground mustard. Remember, buy this kind of oregano. Don't be getting the other kind. 2 pinches. Give it a little crumble. That come from way over the pond, it did. Look, what does it say? Guinness. Now, to me, I don't like dark beer. If I'm going to drink a beer, it's going to be a really light beer. But everybody has told me you need to use a dark beer if you're going to cook chili. So we're going to see what happens. We want about a cup. So we're looking at about 8 ounces here.
Ooh, that hit your hat.
We're going to call it about that much right there. Give it a little stir. We got to have chili seasoning. Now, when I'm making chili at home, 2 pounds of meat, I usually use 2 to 3 tablespoons of this. So we're going to add that to it.
You kind of got a messy work area here.
Well, it was them Irish people, or whoever makes this Guinness beer.
Irish.
That's what I think. That was like maybe so an explosive device. I ain't for sure, but it got plumb up on my hat, 1 eyebrow, but it is good. I'm going to take this over to Bertha just like before. Going to have it on about medium heat. We're going to add the meat to it. Be ready to go. Let it simmer about 45 minutes. Hey, before we go any further, I think I need to give y'all some top chili cooking tips. And number 1 thing is chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. Probably my favorite ingredient to have around. It's always on the wagon, always in the house. Now, I didn't put it in any of these today because I wanted to see the difference. And number 2 thing, if you ever need to thicken your chili, I have done it with cornstarch and a little water. I have done it with flour. But the best thing is to get you some corn masa, sift a little in there, get a whisk and stir it up. To me, it gives it really a rich flavor that you want to have, that old hearty south of the border taste. And I think that masa does the greatest job ever. Get you some dried chilies, cascabel, guajillo, ancho chili, and if you're looking for that heat to just peek it up there on the top, chili de arbol. Take all the seeds and the stem out of them, put them in some water, let it come to a boil, let them soften. Then you can mix that in a blender, all them chilies. They are so much flavor coming about when you have that first bite. But I'd love to know, what's your secret ingredient you put in your chili to give it flavor or to spice it up? Leave me a comment down there below, because I might want to change my recipe and follow y'all's. Next up on the list, Cincinnati chili, and I am sure ready to try it. It has some great ingredients in it that are a little different, and also a great history to go along with it. Ground pork and ground beef. It's going to give it some more flavor, I think. Now, when you combine beef and pork ground together, you get the taste of that beef, but you really get, I think to me, a good southern dose of what that sausage brings out, and that is great flavor, because you buy any kind you want. I try to get that that's got a little smoked flavor into it, but this is going to be something I know is going to trigger the winning vote.
So you're already saying you think this is the winner?
I think it is, because I made chili a long time ago on a ranch, and I run out of ground beef nearly and had to mix pork with it. Everybody said, why ain't we been having this kind all the time? So I'm thinking this might be the winner. We will add an onion to this diced up, and when it gets softened up, we'll add some garlic cloves, and then we'll go from there. I'll meet you back at the chunk box. Cincinnati chili traces its roots back to Greek immigrants who settled in Cincinnati in the early 1920s. Many of them opened small neighborhood diners and chili parlors, serving dishes that blended old world flavors with foods Americans were already comfortable with. To make their cooking more approachable, they adapted Mediterranean spices like cinnamon, cloves, and allspice into a chili-style meat sauce inspired by Greek meat stews but seasoned for American taste. The name comes straight from the city itself, but the style is what really sets it apart. Instead of a thick, chunky chili, this one is thinner, almost sauce-like, and traditionally served over spaghetti and topped with mountains of shredded cheese. It is a true regional dish, born from immigration, adaptation, and necessity, and a great example of how American food culture has always been shaped by the people who came here and cooked what they knew using what they had. Cincinnati chili.
That is a lot of ingredients.
It is. I'm telling you, and ingredients I've never put in chili. I mean, things that I didn't even know you're supposed to put in here, but I'm trusting all them Greek immigrants from way back. So first we're going to start with some black beans, some pinto beans, because I always call this too a 3-bean, and some kidney beans that were drained. Next, what do we got here? Some tomato sauce in there. Then some of that there rotel. After that, coriander. Now I have used coriander as a meat rub, but I've never put it in chili, so this we're going to see what happens. Cinnamon. Now this goes back really to old Mexico because a lot of them old cooks down there put cinnamon and cocoa both in their chili. So in it goes, but also something I've never put in chili. Oh, we might have done her right there.
What is it?
It was ground nutmeg.
Uh-oh.
And it's supposed to be ground cloves. Good thing I looked. So in it goes some brown sugar. We'll give that a stir and then we'll add the chili seasoning. So smoked paprika and some chili seasoning. I think if we had a flour tortilla right now, we'd just quit and eat this because, oh, there's a lot of flavor over here. I'm gonna meet y'all over at Bertha. We'll add the meat to it, and to that meat, I have roasted me a jalapeno and diced it up and laid right in there because we're gonna kick it up a notch. Another ingredient we're gonna throw in here, some butter. To that, we're gonna add the meat and the jalapeno and the onion and the garlic. And I don't wanna let none of it jump out. We're gonna let this simmer like the rest of them about 45 minutes. Covered, and then we will have the taste testing. I thought I knew who was going to win right off the bat when I put it together, but now I really have mixed emotions because it's so close.
Whoa.
It is. I'm just going to leave it up to them judges that are coming and let them pick because this is the closest horse race there's going to be. It is a photo finish. Well, the judges have arrived. First one down there in that black hat is a dear friend of mine, Jimmy Deering, who has probably eaten more bowls of chili than the law would allow. And our next judge is Darren Hooker, former police chief here in Ruidoso and a member of the village city council. But are you feeling a little dirty and you might need a little pampering? Hey, that Darren Hooker, him and his wife own the soap store down there. You can bathe every night of the week there with a different bar of soap. Well, there is the first one to judge. Now all these chilies are different. I just need you to just get in there, take a hold, tell me what you think, the flavors that you encounter, how you feel about it.
All right.
Go for it.
So right now, that first bite there, that's pretty smooth. Doesn't have a lot of heat to it. Goes down real easy.
Oh, it's really smooth and it's sweet. Has a sweet taste to it.
I'll agree with his sweet now that he said that. I like it with heat though. Hotter the better for me.
Oh yeah.
New batch, new taste.
All right.
right away maple or a syrupy.
Most definitely. And it's got a little more bite than that other one does. Really good.
What's your feeling on having the beans in it?
You gotta have beans in chili.
Yeah, the beans don't bother me at all.
Well, here be the last one in contention.
All right.
Very
That's
good. I
nice.
can taste the onions in it.
I'm gonna say this something overall. This one I'm liking this the best, if I can say that.
You can't. What's standing out to you?
I don't know. That's just it tastes more traditional, maybe.
I'm gonna have to agree with you.
And if y'all need to talk about it, but I don't know, but are y'all in together on who is the winner of this horse race?
I think we are.
I think we are.
I think we're,
this one right here.
The third one that we had is probably the best one.
I would agree.
Or the traditional one.
Clear winner?
Clear
winner.
winner. Clear winner.
Oh, they didn't pick Cincinnati?
That's the second one?
Oh, interesting.
Hey, I'm like y'all, you gotta have beans in chili. It always made things go further. We always added them to it. So this is just one pinto bean only. That's the only kind it's got in there. But it does have a little bit more of a bite to it. But the thing that I think really threw y'all for a loop that you didn't know what that taste was is a dark beer that it is cooked in.
Oh, wow.
So it's just a Guinness stout, which is really creamy and rich, but that's where all the flavor, I think, after you let that simmer and it comes to you. But that is y'all's overall winner.
That you know beer is the ingredient in the winner. What are your thoughts? Like, can you taste it now, or?
So I still wouldn't be able to taste the beer in it, but I can see where that does give it the flavor and the consistency that you talk about.
Well, all of them are a winner to me, but my favorite too is the beer chili. I really just like the way it tasted. It is sort of a traditional taste to me. I would probably heated it up a little more with some more jalapenos or a little adobo peppers in there, but you can't go wrong with any three of them. Y'all try them, make them at home, leave me a comment. Let me know which one y'all like the best because they're all good chili. I think you could put them on your table and be proud to serve them. So I tip my hat to all the servicemen and women and all the veterans that have kept that old flag of flying over camp. We commend you all. Rest of y'all, get on up in here close. I'm gonna give you a big old hug. God bless you, each and every one, and I'll see you down the best chili trail ever.